Hi everybody, today we're going to be playing around with dividing rational expressions. And that just means dividing where fractions are present, okay? Remember back when we were playing around with fractions earlier in the year, we would say something to ourselves called keep, flip, change. And that means we would keep, so if we're dividing A over B here in the example, and we're dividing that by C over D, we would keep the first fraction, we would flip the second fraction, and we would change from division to multiplication, okay? And then with fractions, it's kind of easy to multiply. You just go straight across the numerator, straight across the denominator, and you get your answer. In this case, it would be A times D over B times C. And that works with regular numbers too, of course, okay? But just keep in mind the keep, flip, change, okay? All right, so in this first example, which is just numbers, we would keep our 2/5. We would flip our 7 over 3 becomes 3 over 7, and we would change to multiplication. Now, I always give it a quick scan and make sure there aren't any juicy relationships to take advantage of, but we don't have any juicy relationships here, so we're just going to multiply. There's nothing to cancel. We're just going to multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So 2 times 3 is 6. 5 times 7 is 35. Bingo. No more canceling to do. No more simplifying. We're good. That's the final answer. Okay. Now, number 2 is going to feel long, but it's not that hard. It looks nasty as you know what, but it's just not that hard, okay? The first thing we're going to do is factor everything, okay? I know that you're probably already thinking, that's awful. It's okay. We'll get through it. It's not bad at all, I promise you. All right, first trinomial, we're going to factor, and that's going to factor to x minus 7 and x plus 3. The denominator, the 5x plus 15, we're going to factor that to be 5 times x plus 3. Okay, I'm getting excited because I see we have an x plus 3 in the numerator and an x plus 3 in the denominator. Woohoo! Alright, so now we still have division here because we haven't done anything but factor, and we're going to do factoring in the current numerator over here. So that's going to be, let's see, what are all the ways we can multiply to get 70? And we need them to be 3 apart. I'm going to guess that that is going to be x plus 10 and x minus 7. Super. And then in the bottom, ooh, that's one of our favorites because it's 2 perfect squares separated by a minus sign. So that's going to factor to x minus 10 and x plus 10. Okay. Now, before I do anything else, in each of these fractions, we can do some canceling. These 2 things will cancel out of that fraction, and these 2 things will cancel out of that fraction. So I'm going to rewrite this as x minus 7 over 5. That's what we have over here. Now, in the other side, if we're doing division still, we would have x minus 7 over x minus 10. But we need to keep, flip, change. Okay, so what this really becomes is x minus, oopsies, I made a mistake, uh-oh, x minus 7 over 5 times x minus 10 over x minus 7. Because we kept the first fraction intact, and we flipped the second fraction. Well, look what's happening now. Let's put parentheses on these things so we can really see what's happening. Because that'll hopefully trigger your brain to say, hey, I can do some canceling. And now we're going to cancel the x minus 7 up in the numerator and cancel the x minus 7 in the denominator. So our final answer, and I'm going to write it over here, is x minus 10 divided by 5. And we're just going to leave it like that. All right, that is a fine answer. There's no need to simplify the 10 over the 5. Just leave it alone. All right, that is the final answer. So it's kind of interesting because this whole nastiness right here, I mean, that looks really big and gnarly, right? All it is x minus 10 over 5. I mean, that's not bad, right? Cool. All right, I will continue to go down this page. I'm going to get rid of all these, and I'm going to bring this up here. All right. Now, in this first trinomial, we are going to have to factor that. So let's go negative 30 and 13. So we need two numbers that multiply to give you negative 30, but add up to be positive 13. Okay, so that tells me we're going to need 15 and negative, nope, that's not going to work. 15 and negative 2. Yes, it would. That works. Cool. All right, so we have to split the middle. Remember our old friends, the method splitting the middle when that lead coefficient is not 1? All right, so in the numerator, we really have 3x squared plus 15x minus 2x minus 10. And we need to factor. Take out a 3x, that leaves behind x plus 5. Oh, there's another x plus 5. And then over here, they have a negative 2 in common. So if I take out a negative 2, that's going to leave us with an x plus 5. So you can see we have a new greatest common factor. So in the numerator, we now have 3x minus 2 times x plus 5, all divided by 6x squared. And then that whole thing is going to be divided by, you know what, we can take a common factor out of that too. So that's going to be x and then 3x minus 2. Ooh, this is good. Okay, and that's divided by 1. So now what we want to do, I'm going to continue working up over here. We want to keep the first fraction. So that is 3x minus 2 times x plus 5 and over 6x squared. And we want to flip the second fraction. So let's change to multiplication. So that's going to be 1 over x times 3x minus 2. Sorry, I'm crammed in there. So now hopefully you're seeing what I'm seeing. This 3x minus 2, that 3x minus 2 can be canceled out. So that leaves us with a final answer of x plus 5 divided by 6x cubed. We don't want to forget about that little guy. All right, you can put parentheses around there if you want, or don't. It's either way is fine. But this is the final answer. There's no more simplification here. Okay? For number 4, I know it looks pretty bad. All you have to do there, I'm not going to do it for you because it's just all more of the same. You just take the top fraction, which looks like this, and you just take this bottom fraction and invert it and make it the inverse. So that would be, instead of being divided by that, it would be times x squared divided by x squared minus 14x plus 45. And then you just factor everything and cross cancel. All right? Email me if you have any questions. Have a great rest of your day.